At the beginning of the story, we see a group of thugs mocking a boy. One of them says, "Kid, you're really an expert at running. If this road hadn't been blocked, you would have made us chase you for another 10 miles. Our main character replies nervously, "Brother Snake, please give me a little more time. I promise I'll return your money." Snake sneers, "You need more time? Looks like you love your money more than your own life. That's why you haven't paid us back yet." Another thug laughs and says, "Brothers, do you know what this guy did with the money he borrowed from us? He bought an expensive mephone and gifted it to his girlfriend. And you know what's even better? After taking the mephone, his girlfriend broke up with him. That's why beating this idiot is even more fun." Another man asks curiously, "By the way, who was his girlfriend?" The first thug replies, "His girlfriend was the genius Song Jia. She got admission into Stark Genetic University." The narrator then explains that in the year 2026, the world was supposed to end. But instead of ending, the world evolved. Animals mutated and became far more dangerous and powerful. Ancient beings appeared, creatures powerful enough to wipe out humanity. Humans fought for years, but it was useless, because the monsters continued evolving while humanity remained the same. Then, a genetic god appeared, someone who defeated beasts alone and became humanity's last hope. Thanks to him, humans discovered that they too could evolve. In the present era, Stark Genetic University is the most prestigious institution in the world. If you join it, you can become an extremely powerful warrior. And being a warrior today means money, power, and status. Out of 100 people, only one becomes a warrior. And out of thousands of warriors, only one gets into Stark University. Back in the present, the thugs laugh and say, "Did you know this idiot also applied to Stark University? His application was rejected 3 times. Even powerful warriors like us can't get in. And this fool thinks he can?" Just then, Songjia arrives. Her new boyfriend asks, "Is this guy your friend?" Songjia laughs coldly and says, "There's a huge difference between knowing someone and calling them a friend." The main character smiles awkwardly and says, "How are you, Jia? It's been a long time since we last met." Songjia walks closer and snaps, "Don't take my name with your filthy mouth. Luo Yuan, there was a time when we were close, but now our worlds are completely different. You're a commoner, and I'm a noble. Just being seen with someone like you is embarrassing." Shocked, Yuan thinks, "I knew she wouldn't accept me as her boyfriend anymore. But denying even knowing me, that's too much." Songjia continues coldly, "Luo Yuan, just look at yourself. You're getting beaten in a dirty alley by trash like them. Do you really think we could ever be equals?" She hands him something and says, "I came here only to clear an old debt. Here, take your mephone. I don't need this garbage anymore. I can change 36 mephones a day if I want." Then she turns to her boyfriend and says, "Brother G, let's go." Breathing in the same space as these commoners is suffocating. One thug laughs loudly, "Did you see that? She dumped you hard. The mephone you got beaten for, she just smashed it into your face and left. Don't you feel any shame?" Snake chuckles and says, "Why stop now? Let's continue our work." Angrily, Yuan shouts, "Can you even call yourselves human? I've already paid back the loan with interest. When will your greed ever end?" Snake laughs cruelly, "Let me tell you the truth. Your debt will never end. Even if you pay us back, we'll still beat you, because we enjoy it." Another thug says impatiently, "What are we waiting for? Let's beat him again." Suddenly, Yuan kicks one of them and knocks him out instantly. Snake roars, "You dare raise your hand against us?" Yuan replies calmly, "My life is already worthless. I know I'm not strong enough to defeat you all, but if I land even one hit, it'll be a powerful one." Soon after, the thugs brutally beat Yuan. Snake finally stops them and says, "If we keep going, he'll die. Return our money within 3 days. Otherwise, we'll sell every part of your body." Lying on the ground, Yuan mutters, "What did I ever do wrong to deserve this? Songjia, I swear I'll take revenge for what you did." As Yuan reaches his home, his childhood friend Tengjin appears. Smiling brightly, she says, "You won't believe it. I have amazing news." Then she notices the bruises on his face. Shocked, she asks, "Did someone attack you?" Yuan replies quickly, "Don't worry, I'm fine. I didn't fight anyone. I just fell." Tengjin pauses and says, "Wait a second." She starts bandaging his wounds and says gently, "Take better care of yourself. You should be more careful on the road." Yuan smiles weakly and asks, "All right, tell me, what was the news you wanted to share?" Tengjin suddenly remembers and says excitedly, "Oh right, I got admitted into Stark Genetic University." Yuan smiles and says, "That's amazing. Congratulations." She asks curiously, "You applied too, right? Did you get in?" Yuan thinks to himself, "Tengjin applied because she wanted us to study together. If she finds out that I've failed, she might not join at all. I can't tell her the truth right now. Yuan says, my result hasn't come out yet. The final result will be announced in 2 days. Only then will we know. Tengjin replies, I was really bad in both theory and practicals. I only passed because you taught me. I'm sure you'll definitely rank at the top. Yuan smiles faintly. Yeah, I hope so too. While walking home, Yuan thinks to himself, if only I could pass too. If my genetics were as strong as yours, but my genetics are so weak that I can't pass at all. God, why have you been so cruel to me? Why is my genetic talent so useless? Just as he opens the door to his house, a man suddenly collapses on top of him. Panicking, Yuan shouts, there's a thief! Someone help me. The man weakly pleads, please don't inform the police. If they come, they'll take me away. When Yuan brings him inside and checks properly, he realizes the man is severely injured. Yuan asks anxiously, who are you? And how did you get hurt so badly? The man replies, child, I don't have time to explain everything, but there's something I must give you. He takes out a vial and says, this is a genetic medicine, my latest research. Until now, only people with extremely strong genetics could become warriors. But now, even an ordinary person can become one by using this injection. This is the only injection of its kind in the entire world. The problem is, I've never tested it on anyone before. I don't know what will happen after you take it. If you survive the injection, you'll become a warrior. I don't care whether you use it on yourself or give it to someone else. But remember, this medicine must never fall into the wrong hands. Otherwise, humanity will be destroyed. As soon as he finishes speaking, the man dies, and moments later, his body mysteriously disappears. Yuan thinks, what should I do? The scientist said the chances of survival are extremely low. But does my current life even have any meaning? This is my last chance to get revenge on Songjia. If I can't take revenge, then this life is worthless. With determination, he says, that's why, I'll take the injection. The moment he injects it into his body, unbearable pain surges through him, and Yuan loses consciousness. When he opens his eyes, he mutters, did I survive? Does that mean I've become a warrior? Checking the time, he gasps, it's 7 a.m.? I was unconscious for a full 24 hours. Today is the day the university announces the final results. He grabs his phone and sees 20 missed calls from Tengjin. I need to hurry. As he looks into the mirror, he freezes. All his hair has turned white, and his body looks much stronger than before. Getting ready, Yuan says firmly, so this is how a strong body feels. From today onward, the Yuan who lived in fear is dead. A new Yuan will stand before the world, one who will do whatever he wants. At the university, Tengjin rushes to him and asks, why weren't you answering my calls? I called you so many times. Are you okay? Yuan replies calmly, you're overreacting. I just fell asleep. Just then, Snake arrives and sneers, looks like I'll have to beat you again. You haven't come out of your house for 3 days. Since you're here today, you must have brought our money. Tengjin asks angrily, who are you people? What money are you talking about? Another thug mocks, don't tell me you brought your childhood friend here as payment. Yuan smirks and says, you guys came at the perfect time. I've really been wanting to slap that bald head of yours. Snake roars, what did you say, you bastard? Looks like you've grown too bold. Today, you're not walking away. Just then, the university instructor arrives and announces, I'm about to announce the results. Anyone here to cause trouble, leave before I open my eyes. Otherwise, it won't end well for you. Snake glares at Yuan and says, you're lucky today. Let the instructor go. We'll deal with you later. Tengjin stands protectively and says, as long as I'm here, you won't hurt him. Yuan smiles and says softly, you're really brave, Tengjin. You protected me today, but can you protect me for my entire life? Tengjin thinks sadly. If you gave me the chance, I would protect you forever. But unfortunately, I'm not the one meant for you. The one destined for you is Songjia. Just then, Songjia arrives. Tengjin greets her warmly. Sister Song, how are you? I was just thinking about you, and here you are. Yuan is standing right over there. Let's go to him. Songjia coldly replies, no. And listen carefully, Tengjin, you shouldn't go near him either. People with strong genes are nobles. Staying with weak commoners like him is shameful. Tengjin asks, did he do something wrong? If he did, I'll talk to him. Please don't be so harsh. Songjia scoffs, yes, he did something wrong. His biggest mistake is being weak. You and I are different from him. It's better if we stay separate. Tengjin says firmly, the results haven't been announced yet. One result doesn't change destiny. Songjia sighs, I pity you, Tengjin. How can you be so naive? Our results were released 3 days ago. If his result hasn't come out, it's because he failed, and he hid it from you. Cut ties with him. It's for your own good. Tingjin responds calmly, maybe you've forgotten Sister Song, but I haven't. Yuan supported you during your worst times. Not just you, he helped me too. Even if he failed, I don't care. I'm not ungrateful like you. And I have one old habit, I don't stay friends with people who abandon others, so goodbye forever. At that moment, the instructor begins announcing the results. Our final candidate is Luo Yuan. He scored full marks in theory and body conditioning. Unfortunately, he failed genetically. The instructor continues. Everyone knows that being weak in theory or practicals can be improved, but if your genetic value is weak, you can never become a warrior. Stepping forward, Luo Yuan says, Instructor, please examine my genes again. I think the university must have made some kind of mistake. Hearing this, everyone bursts out laughing. Has he gone crazy? Doesn't he know that a genetic retest costs at least 200,000 yuan? He's already dirt poor. How much more debt does he want to get into? Other candidates whisper nervously. Does he even understand what he's doing? If he passes the genetic test, it'll be free. But if he fails, he'll have to pay 200,000 yuan on the spot. If he can't pay, he could even go to jail. At that moment, the instructor takes out a testing machine. He says calmly, Boy, place your hand on it. This machine will test your DNA and tell us your genetic value. If it's below 50%, you'll be declared a failure. As Yuan places his hand on the machine, a terrifying surge of energy bursts out. The girls gasp in shock. What's happening? Is the machine broken? Why is such dangerous energy coming out of it? Someone nearby explains, the more energy the machine releases, the higher a person's genetic value is. Even the genius of Stark University, the Flame God, didn't release this much energy during his test. The instructor frowns. Maybe the machine is malfunctioning. We'll test it again. Yuan places his hand on the machine once more, and this time, even more terrifying energy erupts. The instructor's eyes widen. The machine is working perfectly. It seems we've found an extraordinary set of genes. Yuan asks calmly, So tell me, instructor, are my genes really weak, or did you make a mistake during the examination? The instructor replies seriously, There must have been an error in the earlier test. Your genetic value is 400%. That's absolutely incredible. You are officially admitted. Hearing this, Tingjin beams with happiness. I knew it. I knew you were amazing. Yuan smiles and says, Tingjin, let's celebrate later. First, I need to settle a few accounts. Turning toward the thugs, he asks, So tell me, how much do I still owe you? Trembling in fear, one thug stammers, Nothing. You don't owe us anything. He immediately grabs Yuan's feet and begs, We didn't know you were a warrior. Please forgive us just this once. We swear we'll never bother you again. The others fall to their knees as well, begging for mercy. People standing behind whisper among themselves, Look at how low he's stooping. A warrior using his strength just to bully commoners? A man with that kind of character doesn't deserve to hold such power. Yuan thinks to himself, When I was getting beaten, where were these people? Back then, no one spoke up for me. If today I were the one on my knees, everyone would still be beating me together. So why should I listen to them now? Yuan says coldly, If anyone has a problem, say it to my face. There's no need to talk behind my back. He steps forward and starts beating the thugs mercilessly. Yuan thinks, Finally, today I'll get my revenge. Crying, the thugs beg, Brother Yuan, please spare us. Yuan replies, Break one arm each and get out of here immediately. Watching this, Tingjin says happily, Yuan, you've become incredible. Nearby, a girl whispers to Songjia, Did you see how dangerous he is? His genetic value was 400%. Songjia thinks to herself, Will Lu Yuan come back to me? He didn't even look at me. Could he forgive what I said? She calls his name, but Yuan ignores her completely and walks away. The instructor watches quietly and says, If he had spared them, he wouldn't have had that fire in him. He knows when to bow and when to strike back. This world won't be able to suppress him. Prepare yourselves, a warrior has arrived. 3 days later, the instructor addresses everyone. Up until now, your genetic value was something you were born with. From now on, your achievements will decide how powerful you become. If someone has only a 60% genetic value, there's no need to panic. You can still surpass those with 100%. Fatty asks, But how, Instructor Han? The instructor smiles. Good question. First, you can level up. When you kill beasts, you can absorb their essence. Beast blood and certain herbs can greatly strengthen your genetics. Finally, weapons play a major role on the battlefield. As your rank increases, your genetic value will also evolve. Today, you'll learn about warrior levels. Warriors are mainly divided into 5 ranks. 1. Normal, the weakest, where all of you currently are. 2 upper class, 3 expert class, 4 master class, 5 legendary rank. Each rank is divided into 3 levels. As you level up, everything will become clearer. 1 month later, we see Yuan training intensely with a machine. Fatty's student says admiringly, "Brother Yuan, I have to admit, you're incredible. You've mastered every combat skill Instructor Han taught us. Training with you makes me feel like I'm getting stronger too." Suddenly, the training machine launches an attack at Yuan. But before he can react, his heart starts pounding violently, causing him to lose focus. The machine strikes him, sending him flying far away. Fatty warns, "Brother Yuan, be careful. The machine is about to attack you again." He rushes over and asks anxiously, "Are you okay?" Yuan replies, "I'm not sure. While fighting, my body received a very intense shock. Ever since then, I can feel a massive surge of energy building up inside me." At the same time, Yuan thinks to himself, "This is the same kind of shock I felt when I injected myself for the first time. Why am I feeling it again?" Fatty says in confusion, "You got full marks in theory, didn't you? Then how do you not realize that you've leveled up?" Yuan replies calmly, "Let's see what benefits I actually gained." He sets the machine's combat strength to 500% genetic value, steps forward and destroys the machine with a single punch. Fatty stares in shock. "You destroyed a 500% machine with one strike? How much did your genetic value increase after leveling up?" Suddenly, the system announces, "Congratulations, Master Luo Yuan. You have reached normal class, level B. Your genetic value has increased to 700%. Fatty was stunned. How is that even possible? When normal students level up, their genetic value only increases by about 100%. Even exceptional geniuses increase by at most 200%. Yuan says casually, "So mine only increased by 300%. What's the big deal?" Fatty sighs helplessly. "Brother Yuan, please don't mock us weaklings like that. Even Songjia, who was admitted as a special student, only gained a 200% increase when she leveled up yesterday. And you're acting like 300% is nothing?" On his way home, Yuan thinks, "I only leveled up once, yet my strength has doubled compared to a normal person. Is all of this because of the injection? Is that what's making me different from everyone else?" Just then, he notices a message from Teng Jin on his phone. "Would you like to have dinner with me? I have some amazing news to share." Yuan replies, "Did you level up?" Teng Jin answers happily, "Yes, you guessed right. Hurry to the cafeteria. Let's celebrate together." Standing outside the cafeteria, Teng Jin thinks, "Why hasn't Yuan arrived yet? I've already eaten 10 buns while waiting. If I eat more, how will I have dinner?" At that moment, she sees Yuan and nearly chokes on her bun. Yuan says jokingly, "I wasn't planning to steal it. You should eat slowly." Teng Jin suddenly pauses. "Wait, I can sense a lot of changes in you. Did you also reach normal class, rank B?" Yuan nods. "Yes, my genetic value is now 700%. But why did you call me here? You said you wanted to talk." Teng Jin says seriously, "Check your email quickly. I called you here so you wouldn't tell anyone else." Yuan asks, "What kind of secret do you want to share only with me?" He opens his email and sees a C-rank technique. Wind Step. Teng Jin explains, "Instructor Long selected me as his personal disciple. As a reward, he gave me some credit points and this technique." Yuan frowns. "Then why are you sharing it with me? The university rules clearly say techniques and credit points can't be shared. If they find out, you could get into serious trouble." Teng Jin smiles. "It'll stay just between us. The university will never know. By the way, I joined the student union. I heard a senior who just completed her internship is returning soon, and there'll be a huge welcome party. When she arrives, let's go together." Yuan hesitates. "You know I don't like parties," Teng Jin insists, "but you have to come." Later that night, Yuan returns to his room. He thinks, Fatty is asleep. This is the perfect time to study the technique. As he begins reading, a sudden emergency notice from the university appears. Fatty jumps up. "What's with this alarm? Is the university on fire?" The notice reads, "All students must report to the training ground within 3 minutes." Yuan and Fatty exchange looks. This is an emergency notice. Something serious must have happened. They rush to the training field. Yuan asks, "Instructor, what happened? Why did you call us so urgently?" Instructor Han replies coldly, "The 3 minutes are up. Any student who failed to arrive on time will lose 30 credit points. Some late students panic. Our points will be deducted, but our dormitory is far away." Instructor Han responds firmly, "And anyone who makes excuses will lose another 20 points. He then turns to those who arrived on time. "As for the students who arrived punctually, you've done well. You'll receive 20 extra credit points as a reward. You're also being assigned a mission. 300 miles from here, is a mountainous area that has been attacked by monsters. Some civilians are still trapped inside buildings. Your mission is to rescue them. A student protests. Instructor Han, we're only first-year students. Most of us are normal class, C rank. Is it really appropriate to send us against monsters? Instructor Han nods. To be honest, the academy didn't want to send you. But I personally fought for this mission and had it approved. You're probably wondering why I did this. Because only those who dare to face danger can become true warriors. Those who fear danger will never rise. I want my students to be lions, not sheep. I have no use for cowards in my class. He then looks at Songji and says, You're already normal class, rank B, so you'll lead your class on this mission. Songji says calmly, All right, sir. I have no problem with that. Meanwhile, Luo Yuan thinks to himself, Isn't this Jia's boyfriend? I need to be careful around him. Fatty whispers teasingly, I've heard that incomplete love always comes back. Brother, what am I supposed to understand from that? Yuan snaps back, Forget that nonsense. Say one more useless thing and think about what I'll do to you. Even if Song Jia were the last woman in the world, I wouldn't look at her. Fatty thinks silently. No matter what he says, she is really cute. At that moment, Instructor Han announces, You have exactly 10 minutes. Once those 10 minutes are over, the city gates will close. If you don't want to lose 50 credit points, leave the city immediately. All the students start running. Soon they reach the mission location. Spotting a monster, Yuan asks, What kind of monster is that? After checking with his Mokadex, he explains, It's called Persian, a normal class C-level cat-type beast. Fatty grins and says, It's C rank, and I'm also C rank. Let's fight. Another student mocks him. Fatty, give us a chance too. But before anyone can react, Fatty punches Persian straight in the face. Fatty shouts, Persian, no one can save you from me. Persian responds by firing a thunder beam, launching a deadly attack at Fatty. Fatty barely dodges and gasps, That was close. If that had hit me, I wouldn't have survived. Persian pins Fatty to the ground. Seeing this, Jia rushes forward to help. Songji immediately stops her. There's no need for you to step in. This fat guy can hold on for a while. And the rest of us aren't doing anything yet. Jia asks angrily, Why not? He's part of our team. Songji replies coldly, The longer Fatty fights, the weaker the monster becomes. When he's exhausted and desperate, then we'll help. Yuan thinks, Fatty is incredibly stubborn. He's in real danger, yet he still won't ask for help. Suddenly, Persian slashes Fatty's arm. Jia steps forward and lands a powerful punch on Persian. Enraged, Persian starts firing lightning storms at everyone. People shout, Sister Jia, be careful. Jia thinks confidently, Small attacks like this can't even touch me. She deflects the attack with one kick and finishes Persian with a second kick. The class erupts in shock. Now we understand why Sister Jia is a special student. Another student adds, We're still fighting at C rank, and she's already reached B rank. The blue-haired girl explains her genetic value is 500%. We can't compete with her until we reach the same level. Jia thinks to herself, I wouldn't have leveled up this fast if it weren't for Songji's resources. Luo Yuan, I admit you're talented, but you'll never match me. Songji notices and asks, Why were you looking at your ex-boyfriend? Ji scoffs, Why would I pay attention to that trash? He was a commoner before, and he's still a commoner now. You're the only one worthy of me. Songji smiles. That's the right mindset. Never change it. Later, when Jia checks Persian's body, she finds no crystal inside. Inside a building, Songji orders, We'll set up a campfire here. The blue-haired girl warns, Captain, a campfire will attract beasts. Songji replies confidently, I've already placed traps all around us. If anything approaches, we'll know. She hesitates. But some beasts are highly intelligent. If they avoid the traps, we could be in serious danger. Songji snaps, The instructor made me the leader because he trusts my ability. Are you questioning that? If you have a problem, you can lead the team yourself. Fatty mutters. This Songji is getting way too full of himself. Ask 2 questions and he snaps. Yuan adds calmly, Give a beggar a horse and he'll ride it to death. Some people just aren't meant for power. Let him enjoy it. He'll never be captain again anyway. Forget him, Fatty. We'll watch each other's backs. Songji walks over to Yuan and says, Luo Yuan, I need your help. Yuan replies politely, Sure, Captain. How can I help? Songji explains, I've set traps, but monsters could still attack. I want you to keep watch tonight so everyone stays safe. Yuan nods. No problem. I'll stay awake for 4 hours, then Fatty will take over for 4 hours. Songji frowns. What's wrong? Can't you handle it alone? I thought you were more talented than the rest. Fatty thinks angrily. He's provoking Yuan. I won't let Yuan handle this alone. Fatty speaks up. Captain, if we say we'll handle it together, why are you forcing him to do it alone? If he doesn't rest, how will he perform properly tomorrow? Songji replies coldly. If you want, you can stay awake too, but you'll do it alone. Fatty clenches his fists. Songji, you're pushing it too far. Tonight, your glasses and your teeth might break. Then Yuan says calmly, Fatty, there's no need to fight right now. A lot of people are waiting for us. Stay calm. Stepping forward, Songji warns, Yuan, be careful. Nothing should happen to us. If anything happens to anyone because of your carelessness, I'll destroy your life. Later that night, everyone falls asleep. Suddenly, Yuan hears a strange sound. Fatty, did you hear that? Fatty replies sleepily, It's nothing, brother. Just rest. But Yuan suddenly shouts, Everyone, wake up. We're under attack by monsters. Panicking, everyone cries out, It's a Cyndaquil monster. They immediately start fighting. Within moments, working together, they manage to kill all the Cyndaquil monsters. But then their boss, Quilava, appears. Terrified voices ring out, Look, that's an extremely powerful beast. With a single attack, Quilava severely injures everyone. Stepping forward, the blue-haired girl shouts, Running away is not an option. Everyone, attack together, now. Fatty clenches his fists. If even a girl is showing courage, how can I back down? Everyone charges together, but during the fight, the blue-haired girl notices something alarming. She shouts, Captain, help us. Someone beside Songji asks, Brother Song, why aren't you helping them? Songji replies coldly, It's not the right time yet. When they're exhausted and desperate, we'll step in. Then they'll kneel and thank me, not as their captain, but as their god. Watching this, Yuan thinks, There's something wrong with this bastard. I need to step in and help them. At that moment, Quilava launches a devastating attack at the blue-haired girl. While retreating, she steps on a fallen monster, loses her balance, and falls. Using a powerful body slam, Quilava heavily injures her. Just before Quilava can finish her off, Luo Yuan rushes in, saves her, and strikes the beast, badly wounding it. The blue-haired girl gasps, Luo Yuan, you saved my life. Yuan says firmly, Be careful next time. Life doesn't give second chances easily. She thinks in shame, I spoke badly about Yuan behind his back so many times. I'm so embarrassed I can barely say thank you, but thank you for saving me, Yuan. Watching this, Songji clenches his teeth. Why does this bastard Yuan always interfere? If he hadn't stepped in, I would have saved her and become the hero. Suddenly, someone shouts, Look, that monster is changing. It's using its strongest ability, the Blaze ability. The blue-haired girl explains urgently, When a fire-type beast uses Blaze, its power skyrockets. Defeating it will be extremely difficult now. Fatty panics. We don't have any other option. Run. But he freezes when he sees Yuan standing his ground. Yuan, this is dangerous. Run. Others shout in panic. What is Luo Yuan thinking? That beast will tear him apart. The blue-haired girl cries out, Yuan, I always misunderstood you. Now I finally see you're a good person. Then why are you risking your life like this? Fatty quickly explains, Wait, if any of us were standing there, we'd definitely die. But Yuan is already B-level, and his genetic value is 700%. He knows he can defeat it. That's why he's standing there. The blue-haired girl gasps in shock. 700% at B-level? How can someone be that powerful? There's a theory by the genetic god stating that when humans and beasts are at the same level, humans have very low chances of winning. And this monster is still stronger than Yuan. Meanwhile, Songji thinks bitterly, I underestimated this bastard. He's far stronger than I imagined, but also incredibly stupid. If he were smart, he wouldn't stand in front of this monster. He'll weaken it, and I'll finish it. Suddenly, Quilava attacks with a fire tornado. The blue-haired girl panics. That attack is insanely powerful. If it hits Yuan directly, he'll definitely die. But Yuan calmly smiles and easily dodges the attack. Songji stares in disbelief. What technique is he using? In the next instant, Yuan rushes forward, lands a devastating punch on Quilava, grabs its tail and slams it violently into the ground. Everyone stands frozen in shock. Did he defeat such a powerful beast that easily? Someone says in relief. Our lives are saved. That's great news. Another adds, but what Yuan just did is so unbelievable that we can't even trust our own eyes. Meanwhile, Songjia clenches her fists in frustration. Luo Yuan used to be my boyfriend, but when he was with me, he was never this amazing. Now that he's incredible, he doesn't even look at me. Stepping forward angrily, Fatty shouts, Songji, today you're gonna get beaten. We were fighting for our lives while you hid like a coward. Yuan adds coldly, Fatty, now do you understand why the instructor said he only wants brave students? Cowards abandon their teammates and let them die. Fatty shouts angrily, Damn it. If you were so scared, why didn't you say it earlier? The instructor should have put bangles on your hands and locked you in the dormitory. If you love playing so much, go play with dolls. Why are you gambling with our lives? Other students add, seriously, we've never seen such a disgusting person like Songji before. Songji retorts coldly, Fatty, by talking nonsense, you're ruining the team's coordination. You say I didn't help, but you also didn't notice that if Yuan wanted to, none of you would have gotten injured. Fatty fires back. Yeah, but if Yuan hadn't been here, we'd all be dead already. Friends, I say this coward is not fit to be captain. We should make Luo Yuan the captain instead. Most of the group agrees. Songji sneers. Before you offend me, you should know who I am. Anyone who offends me never lives a peaceful life. The blue-haired girl says firmly, I don't care about Songji at all. I'm voting for Luo Yuan. But others hesitate. Sorry, we're afraid of the Song family. Fatty yells, you idiots, if you support him, you'll die. Songji smiles and says to two students, you two are very smart. From today onward, you're my special followers. I'll give you special herbs, and after graduation, the Song family will even give you jobs. Compared to them, your future will be much brighter. Meanwhile, Yuan steps forward and pulls a blood crystal out of the monster's body. Fatty explains, every blood crystal strengthens our genes. They say absorbing one crystal is equal to 6 months of training. Check it and tell me what type it is. Yuan replies, if I absorb this, my resistance will increase by 50%. Fatty nods. Then it's a resistance-type blood crystal. I thought it would increase stamina. Without hesitation, Yuan consumes the crystal. Yuan thinks, my resistance is now 800%. Before the crystal, it was 700%. It should have only increased by 50%. Now I'm completely sure, it's not just my genes that are stronger than others. Everything I consume gives me double benefits. If this continues, I'll become far stronger than everyone else. Fatty says, Brother Yuan, let's move. After entering the town, Fatty says, this is where all the civilians are trapped. Signals aren't working, so we'll have to find them manually. Intelligence reports say this area is filled with Cyclops monsters. Climbing a wall, Fatty looks around and gasps. The entire city is crawling with Cyclops, Gia says nervously. We can't defeat this many on our own. We need backup. The blue-haired girl agrees. Yes, she's right. Songji interrupts. If we wait for backup, it'll be too late. Besides, these Cyclops only have 100% strength. We can handle them easily. But inside, Songji thinks, if backup arrives, how will I kill Yuan? I already have a perfect plan. He won't survive. Songji announces, we'll divide into 3 teams. Team 1 will escort civilians out. Team 2 will stay behind to watch the monsters and distract them if needed. Team 3 will provide support in emergencies. Jia, Li Zui and I will be in Team 1. Everyone else, except Lu Yuan, will be in Team 3. Fatty protests, that means Yuan will be alone in Team 2. Isn't that dangerous? Songji replies calmly, Team 2 has the easiest job. Just observe and distract monsters if necessary. Fewer people means more efficiency, and Yuan is the strongest among us. There's no one better for this role. Yuan says, fine, I'll do it. They fight their way into the city. Songji points ahead. It's a 20-floor building. All the trapped people are inside. Jia adds nervously, the entire building is full of Cyclops. Going up from inside is impossible, and retreating isn't an option. Wolf monsters are approaching from behind. Yuan says decisively, we'll climb the building from the outside. Everyone reacts in shock. A 20-story building? Yuan responds, if anyone has a better idea, tell me. If not, follow me. They climb the exterior and break through a window onto the 20th floor. Yuan whispers, everyone stay quiet. We're students from Stark Genetic University here to rescue you. The trapped people cry with relief. Stark University students are here? That means we'll survive. An elderly man asks, son, did you come alone? There are so many of us. You won't be able to save everyone. Call for backup. Yuan answers confidently, who said I came alone? I have a full team, they're just a bit slow. Songji enters and says, so many people are trapped here. The old man explains, we've been trapped for 2 days. There were 20 more people before, but the Cyclops took them one by one. They locked us on the top floor, keeping us like stored food. Every 2 hours they come and take one person. Songji says grimly, that means we only have 2 hours to save everyone. But how do we do that? Cyclops are mutated from monkeys, normally not very violent, but these are extremely aggressive. They also move in groups. Fighting them head-on would be pure stupidity. Songji concludes coldly, there's only one option left. We can protect only some people. Take those who look the healthiest. Yuan snaps, then what about the rest? Songji replies sharply, Do you want me to spell out what will happen to them? Panicked people cry out, "Take my family, take my children." Others fall to their knees. "I beg you, please take us with you," Yuan says firmly. "For now, everyone stay quiet. If the Cyclops come here, we won't be able to save anyone." "Songji, I know this is extremely dangerous, but we can't leave anyone here to die." Li Zui says softly, "Yes, I can't be that cruel either." Songji replies coldly, "If you're all so smart, then tell me, what should we do?" Li Zui suggests, "How about calling for backup?" Songji shakes his head. "Backup will take a full 24 hours to arrive. In that time, 10 more people will be killed. In that case, my idea is clearly better. I'm the leader of this team, and what I say goes." A man pleads desperately, "Can't you take the 3 of us together? My child is very light, you won't even feel the weight." Songji snaps, "Do I look like a taxi to you? Decide which one of you goes first. I'll take only one person, and I'm saying this clearly, I'm not taking the child." The entire family starts crying. Songji threatens, "If you keep creating drama, I'll leave all of you behind and go." Yuan steps forward and says calmly, "We'll take everyone out one by one, but for that, you all must stay calm." The trapped people beg, "Brother, we'll do anything. Please just save us." Songji scoffs, "This is extremely dangerous. We genetic warriors know how to hide our presence. But these people, Cyclops can smell them and track us." Yuan responds, "I have a solution for that too. I'll give everyone my potion. For 2 hours, their presence will remain hidden. As for me, I can take care of myself. I know how to deal with Cyclops." The old man says emotionally, "Child, you are a very good person." Li Zui worries, "Do you even realize what you're doing? Giving away your potion means losing your own protection. If something goes wrong," Yuan interrupts gently, "do you know how it feels when someone can save you but chooses not to? What these people are going through, I felt that pain myself. That's why I don't have the courage to leave them alone." Li Zui nods. "All right, then I'll stay too and help you. If a monster comes, I'll support you however I can." Songji says impatiently, "Fine, if you're all so eager to die, I won't stop you." The old man bows deeply. "Thank you so much, child. If I survive, I'll praise you endlessly once I return." While sitting quietly, Yuan thinks, increasing genetic value is incredibly beneficial. At first, it boosts strength, but once you reach 2000%, your sensory abilities sharpen drastically. You can even hear an ant walking on the ground. "I wonder when I'll reach that level." Li Zui asks, "What are you thinking about?" Yuan replies, "Nothing much, just lost in thought." Li Zui hesitates, then says, "There's something I wanted to tell you. I don't know if I'll get another chance. I used to talk a lot of nonsense about you. I was part of that crowd who judged you without knowing you. But now I realize how wrong I was. I hope you can forgive me." Yuan smirks. "Do you really think a single sorry is enough?" Li Zui nods. "I understand." She steps closer. But before anything happens, Fatty barges in between them like a bone stuck in a throat. Fatty asks anxiously, "Yuan, are you okay? I was really worried about you." Yuan laughs lightly. "I'm fine, friend, but your timing is terrible. And besides, how could anything happen to me while you're around?" Songji interrupts sharply. "Fatty, stop talking and go escort the people. Because of your friend, we've already made 2 trips. 1 more trip is left." Fatty grins. "Don't worry. Delivery completed in just 2 minutes." He leaves with the civilians. Later, Songji returns and says, "Finally, this is the last trip. I brought potions for both of you. Take them and try to leave the city through different routes. If we leave together, the Cyclops might sense our presence." As she leaves, Li Zui says softly, "Take care of yourself, Yuan. We'll meet outside the city." Yuan turns to the old man. "Grandpa, the 2 hours are almost up. We should leave too." The old man says weakly, "I'm already old. If Cyclops attack, throw me aside and run. There's no need to risk your life for me." Without hesitation, Yuan grabs the old man and jumps off the building. Before Li Zui and Songji even finish climbing down, Yuan has already landed. Songji thinks angrily, "How can this bastard be good at everything? If I don't get rid of him today, he'll become the biggest obstacle in my path tomorrow." Meanwhile, Yuan thinks, "That bastard Songji didn't send me toward the city exit. He sent me straight into Cyclops territory. I knew he was planning something against me. I'll wait until Li Zui is safely out first." Yuan then follows the route Songji indicated. Yuan reassures the old man, "Don't worry, Grandpa. We're already far from the Cyclops. They won't attack us here." Suddenly, a wall explodes, and an ape monster bursts through. Yuan thinks in shock, "What? A flaming ape king? Why is it so enraged? Ape beasts are usually calm and don't eat humans. This level of aggression makes no sense." Just then, Songji shouts from behind, "Yuan, help me. I accidentally provoked this monster, and now it's chasing me." Yuan says coldly, What do you think? Will I fall into your trap? You called me here just to set me up. I'm not coming. Saying this, he runs away at full speed. Laughing, Songji mutters, You didn't fall into the trap. You're already trapped. The potion I sprayed on your body wasn't meant to protect you from Cyclops. In reality, that potion makes the Ape King think you're a female ape. That's why, no matter where you run in this world, it will never stop chasing you. While running, Yuan thinks, I'm already exhausted. Carrying extra weight makes it even harder to run. I need to find a place where I can hide for a while. He checks the map, spots a location, and starts heading toward it. Chasing after him, Songji thinks, how can he be this fast? I'm running alone, and he's carrying someone, yet I still can't keep up. Then, noticing the direction, he says, so he's heading toward the icy mountains. Normally, Ape Kings hate cold regions. He thinks that once he reaches the snow, the Ape King won't follow him. But he doesn't know that to reach its lover, an Ape King would even cross an ocean. I'll apply the male ape potion on myself so it doesn't attack me by mistake. Soon, Yuan reaches the frozen mountain. Yuan thinks, it's a good thing my resistance is already at 800%, otherwise surviving here would have been extremely difficult. He gently sets Grandpa down and says, please don't fall asleep. Then he pours an energy drink into Grandpa's mouth. Grandpa says weakly, child, thank you so much for saving me again. Because of me, you've ended up trapped here too. Yuan replies calmly, please don't worry, we'll both make it out alive. Songji arrives and scoffs, it's really cold here. Even after consuming so many herbs, I can feel the chill. So how is this guy still standing? I came here specifically to watch him die with my own eyes. And if the Ape King somehow lets him go, I'll finish the job myself. Just then, the Ape King arrives. Yuan says confidently, this place weakens it. Killing it should be much easier now. Songji laughs mockingly. If you were alone, you might have killed it. But now you can't do anything. You're definitely going to die. Yuan asks sharply, what do you mean, Songji? Songji smirks. The potion I gave you wasn't meant to repel Cyclops. That potion makes you appear as a female ape to this Ape King. That's why no matter where you go, it won't stop chasing you. Your scent will keep pulling it toward you. Yuan turns to Grandpa and says urgently, Grandpa, you need to get away from here. Before he can move, Songji suddenly attacks Yuan. Songji sneers, what did you think? That I'd let you escape? This environment has already weakened you, and I'm here to finish you off. The moment you awakened, I knew you'd become the biggest obstacle in my path. I've been planning your death for a long time. Yuan retorts, don't you know that killing someone violates university rules? Songji chuckles. Yes, your knowledge is impressive, but you're such a dear classmate and such a good friend. Why would I kill you? The one killing you won't be me, it'll be the male Ape King. I'll just be the one who arrived first to save you. The university will never know that I planned your death. I'll enjoy watching you get torn apart right here on this mountain. Suddenly, the Ape King launches a violent attack, straight at Songji. Songji shouts in shock. Why did it attack me? The Ape King strikes again, throwing Songji aside. Songji screams, what is going on? Everything that was supposed to happen to Yuan is happening to me instead. Yuan says calmly, you know, I scored full marks in theory. And I saw your result too. You barely passed. If you had studied properly, you wouldn't be facing this today. Furious, Songji yells, what do my grades have to do with this? You definitely did something here. Yuan replies coldly, you're smart enough to sabotage yourself. I didn't need to do anything. Did you really think I wouldn't notice that you were against me from the start? The moment we entered this city, I knew that if Cyclops existed, ape monsters would too. And you, my biggest enemy, spraying a potion on me? Did that really seem right? The moment you separated me from the others, I knew something was wrong. You wanted me killed by the Flaming Ape Queen. But because of your half-baked knowledge, you dug your own grave. Songji snaps. Say it clearly. What are you trying to say? Inside, he panics. He knew my plan all along. Then why did he walk straight into it? You're not gonna tell me you can talk to beasts, are you? Yuan laughs. With that imagination of yours, you should write stories. But here's the reality. This Ape King isn't male. It's female. And if you're wondering how I know, it was clearly taught in theory. Male Ape Kings have black fur on their backs. Female Ape Kings have dark gray fur. That's why this Ape King isn't interested in me. It's interested in you. Looks like it's been starving for love for centuries. It's going to shower you with affection. Terrified, Songji starts running. No, I have to escape. Yuan steps forward and says, I won't let you escape. Tonight, I'll make sure your love story with the Ape Queen reaches its conclusion. He kicks Songji again and again, sending him flying toward the Ape Queen. Songji shouts desperately, "You were pretending earlier, acting like the environment had weakened you. But now I realize, you were acting from the very beginning." Yuan replies coldly, "It took you long enough to figure it out. Did you really think you could dig a pit for me and walk away? Tonight, you'll learn the price of messing with Luo Yuan. After tonight, not just you, your entire family will tremble at my name." Just then, the Ape Queen throws Songji violently to the side. To her, it feels like a weak, pitiful male ape is standing in front of her, so she charges straight toward him. Songji screams desperately, "Please, someone help me. My honor is being destroyed." But in those deserted mountains, there is no one to hear him. Songji keeps screaming at the top of his lungs. Even his weapon breaks, yet the female Ape Queen refuses to let him go. Yuan thinks to himself, even watching this is terrifying. I can't imagine what he must be feeling. Grandpa says calmly, "I've lived a very long life, and I may die soon, but I've never seen anything this artistic before. This is truly something unique." Luo Yuan replies, "Grandpa, isn't your taste a bit unusual? When the others arrive, what will you tell them?" Grandpa smiles and says, "I'll clearly explain exactly what he did here. Don't worry, nothing will happen to you." Yuan chuckles, "I have to say, you're very smart." Suddenly, they see Songji punch the Ape Queen and send her flying far away. Shocked, Yuan exclaims, "What just happened here?" Songji roars, "Luo Yuan, I won't let you go." Grandpa quickly says, "Child, he has taken a gene enhancement potion. This potion hasn't entered the market yet, but major families possess it. It can increase a person's genetic value from 500% up to 1,000%. Yuan reacts in shock. "That's way too much." Grandpa continues, "This potion has severe side effects. That's why it's not sold publicly. After taking it, a person's strength increases drastically for about half an hour. But after that, they can never use their power the same way again for the rest of their life." Songji shouts madly, "Anyone who comes in front of me, I'll kill them all." The Ape Queen charges again, but this time Songji was able to fight her evenly. Breaking the Ape Queen's leg, Songji snarls, "You bitch. You're going to die." Even so, he was still struggling to fight her. Yuan thinks, if I don't interfere, the Ape Queen will lose. Then he shouts sarcastically, "Brother Song, I'll help you too." Saying this, Yuan starts throwing stones at Songji, disrupting his balance and making it easier for the Ape Queen to fight. Yuan adds innocently, "Sorry friend, I'm trying to help, but my aim is really bad." Because of Yuan's constant interference, the fight drags on for a long time. In the end, Songji delivers a powerful punch and finally kills the Ape Queen. Breathing heavily, Songji says, "Yuan, now it's your turn. You're going to die." Yuan replies calmly, "How about we sit down and talk? We're classmates. Fighting each other isn't right." Enraged, Songji charges at him, but Yuan doesn't move even an inch. Songji looks at himself in horror. "Where did my power go? I can barely even stand now." Yuan says coldly, "You're not just weak in theory, you're weak in math too. The power you had was only for 30 minutes, not for a lifetime. And you wasted those 30 minutes very poorly. By the way, thanks for killing the Ape Queen for me. All the loot from it will sell for a very high price." Saying this, Yuan starts collecting all the drops. Yuan continues, "I didn't just get amazing loot, I also got an incredible blood crystal. By absorbing this crystal, I can increase my strength by another 100%. And if I sell it on the market, I'll earn millions of yuan." Just then, Fatty and the others arrive in a panic. Fatty asks anxiously, "Brother Yuan, are you okay? What happened here?" Yuan replies calmly, "I'm fine, Brother Fatty. But something very unfortunate happened to Brother Songji. He lost his dignity to that beast." Then he turns to the instructor. "Instructor, what are you doing here?" The instructor explains, "We were told this was a level 1 mission, but later discovered it was actually level 3. That's why I rushed out early to rescue you all. The moment I heard you were in danger, I came as fast as I could. But it seems I arrived a bit late." Yuan quickly says, "Instructor, whatever happened to Songji, I didn't do it." The instructor sighs. "This kind of thing is common among genetic warriors. I know no one here is truly at fault. Songji was leading the team, and his own mistakes came back to bite him. All of you go home and rest. You've worked hard." As they leave, Yuan mutters with a grin, "I didn't really work hard at all. But Songji has worked hard. Ask him how much rest he needs." After that, they all returned to the university. Instructor Han said seriously, "We misjudged the danger. This was a major mistake on the university's part. Because of this error, 5 students lost their lives during the mission, and that deeply pains all of us. But despite all these difficulties, you completed the task. I'm very proud to see that my students are not only brave, but also powerful." That's why all of you will receive rewards, Li Zui asked. Instructor Han, what kind of rewards will we get? Han replied, each of you will receive 200,000 yuan in cash, and your credit points will increase by 200 because you performed exceptionally well. You'll also be sent on leave for a few days. Rest properly and forget about everything for now. With that, Instructor Han smiled and left. Just then, Fatty grabbed Yuan and said, come with me. He dragged Yuan straight to his room. Yuan asked, Fatty, what are you planning to do here? Fatty replied, first tell me, what exactly did you do to Songji? I went to see him. His condition is terrible, and even his main weapon is broken. I have to say, you're incredibly good at taking people down. Yuan said honestly, really my friend, I didn't do anything. Fatty said seriously, brother Yuan, you need to be careful now. As everyone knows, Songji's future is ruined. If he had died, maybe things wouldn't be so complicated. But because he's still alive, the Song Group will use all their power to trouble you. Yuan asked, is the Song Group really powerful enough to kill me while I'm in the university? Fatty replied, if this were a normal university, they might have already killed you. But this is Stark University. They can't touch you here. However, they can bribe students to target you. Nothing will happen inside the university, but once you go outside for missions, you could be in danger. If you listen to me, don't take any outside missions for a few days. Stay in the academy, rest, and focus on getting stronger. When you reach normal class A rank, then go out. By then, things should have cooled down. Yuan nodded. You're right. What you're saying makes sense. The next day, Yuan woke up and said, starting today, our vacation begins. There's no point in going home. Let's see what I can do inside the university. Suddenly, the system spoke. Student Luo Yuan, welcome to the University Credit Mall. You currently have 400,000 yuan and 400 credit points in your account. Yuan said, all the money is already in my account? Let's see what I can buy. The system replied, you are currently at normal class B level. This is the best time for you to buy weapons. With good weapons, your combat ability will increase, and you can also earn more money. Looking at the prices, Yuan muttered, these weapons are insanely expensive. If I buy even one, my entire account will be emptied. The system explained, a warrior should buy weapons of the same level. High-level weapons consume too much energy and are difficult to control. With same-level weapons, you can synchronize easily. Yuan said, this is my first time buying a weapon. Can you recommend one for me? The system replied, your genetic strength is at 750%. Based on this, A-level normal class weapons suit you best. The Shadow Sword is the optimal choice. When equipped, it can increase your genetic strength from 300% up to 800%. Yuan thought, now I understand why it's so expensive. Just holding it can nearly double my strength. Even absorbing the most expensive crystals can't increase strength beyond 100%, but this sword can boost mine by 500%. But I don't have enough money. I'll have to sell my materials first. He took out several beast materials and asked, System, how much are these worth? The system replied, I can offer you 300,000 yuan for them. Yuan then asked, my account is currently level 1. What do I need to do to upgrade it? The system said, you have 400 credit points. If you reach 500, you can level up. Yuan said, take all these items and increase my points. The system responded, you now have 520 credit points. Yuan nodded, good. Upgrade my account. A short while later, staff arrived to collect the items. After inspection, they said, all items are in perfect condition. They stored everything in a space box. Yuan asked, teacher, how does all this fit inside such a small box? The teacher explained, it's similar to a space ring, but cheaper. So it's shaped like a box. Even though it looks small, the inside is at least 5 meters wide. Expensive space items can store up to 100 meters. The system then announced, your account has been upgraded to level 2. You will now receive a 20% discount on all mall purchases. Would you like to purchase the Shadow Sword? It will be delivered within 12 hours. The original price was 1 million yuan. After the discount, it costs 800,000 yuan. After purchase, you will have 400,000 yuan remaining. Yuan said, finally, I've bought my very first weapon. Let's see how far I can go using the Shadow Sword. I still have 400,000 yuan left. What should I do with it? The system replied, you can use it to buy special herbs and blood crystals. These items can permanently increase your genetic value. Yuan thought for a moment and said, I already have the wind step technique, which greatly boosts my speed. The Shadow Sword will also help me move faster. I should focus even more on speed, so I'll buy all the speed-enhancing herbs. With that, he purchased several wind herbs. Not long after the purchase, there was a knock at his door. Yuan said, "Thanks for delivering the goods." As soon as he injected the herbs into his body, he felt an immediate change. His body suddenly felt much lighter. Yuan muttered, "It feels like my weight has been cut in half. My jumping and running speed have increased drastically." The system announced, "Your speed has reached 1000%. But when Yuan checked again, the speed dropped to 900%. Yuan frowned. "What's going on? You just said it was 1000%. How did it suddenly become 900%? A moment later, the speed went back up to 1000%. Yuan said suspiciously, "System, are you messing with me? Why can't you explain this clearly? Wait a second, when I get excited, my speed increases. Let me calm down and see what happens." As soon as he relaxed, his speed dropped back to 900%. Yuan smiled. "I get it now. I can suppress my genes. As long as I'm not fighting, my speed stays at 900%. But the moment I enter combat, it jumps above 1000%. I have to admit, that scientist really gave me an incredible potion." Just then, Yuan received a call from Teng Jin. Teng Jin said, "Vacation is almost over. What are you doing these days? Don't tell me you've been hanging out with girls." Yuan replied, "What are you talking about? I spend all day with guys." Teng Jin teased, "That's even worse. What are you doing with guys all day? Don't tell me your interests have changed." Yuan sighed. "Teng Jin, stop with these stupid jokes. If you want me to come over, just say it. Where are you?" "I'm coming." Teng Jin replied, "Come outside your building right now. I'm waiting." When Yuan arrived, he said, "I'm here." Teng Jin immediately said, "Don't tell me you've started dating someone." Yuan laughed. "I haven't been bitten by a mad dog. When I already have such a lovely friend, why would I date anyone else?" Teng Jin smiled. "You really know how to sweet-talk people." "Actually, I came to talk about Song Jia. She came to see me yesterday." Yuan asked calmly. "What did she say?" "Let me guess. She said I'm a terrible person and told you to stay away from me." Teng Jin shook her head. "No, she didn't say anything like that. She apologized to me. She said she shouldn't have spoken to me that way in front of everyone, and that she didn't want to ruin things with her childhood friend. She said we should treat each other the way we used to, like real childhood friends." "She said all of that, but she didn't mention you at all." Yuan smiled. "That's actually good news. It's true that Jia has always seen you as her little sister. If she wants to fix things with you, I have no problem with that. Don't worry about me. Don't create problems with her because of me." Teng Jin said happily, "I thought you'd get angry if I talked to Jia, but you didn't at all. By the way, Song told me that a senior is returning soon, and there'll be a party to celebrate. After the party, our class will go on a beast hunt. I already asked you about the party, but will you come on the hunt too?" Yuan was surprised. "We're going to hunt beasts? For you, that might not be very safe. You're only 16 years old." Teng Jin replied confidently, "I researched it. Students can join the hunt voluntarily, and senior instructors will be with us. So safety is guaranteed. Jia gave me 2 passes for the party. You'll come with me, right?" Yuan thought to himself, "If I go to the party, I can also join the beast hunt. Hunting beasts will help me improve rapidly, and some of those beasts are worth millions. This is a great opportunity." He nodded. "All right, I'll go." Teng Jin smiled brightly. "Great! Be there on time and don't forget about the party." Just then, Yuan received a call from Grandpa. Grandpa said warmly, "How are you, kid? You haven't forgotten me, have you?" Yuan replied, "You're the one I saved before, right? But how did you get my number?" Grandpa chuckled. "You're a student at Stark University. Getting your number wasn't difficult." Yuan thought, "Why did this old man even look up my number?" Grandpa continued, "You worked very hard to save my life last time, and I never properly thanked you. If you're free this afternoon, I'd like to meet you." Yuan replied politely, "There's no need to thank me. I was just doing my duty. As a genetic warrior, it's our responsibility to protect ordinary people." Grandpa then asked, "By the way, kid, who's in your family?" Yuan answered calmly, "I'm alone. When I was 12, my parents died in an accident." Grandpa sighed. "No wonder you're so smart and mature. You've faced the world alone since you were 12. How old are you now?" Yuan replied, "I'm 17. Then Yuan added suspiciously, "Old man, why are you asking so much about me? It feels like you're trying to arrange my marriage with your granddaughter." Grandpa laughed. "A 17-year-old orphan who's survived alone since 12 with exceptional talent. Overall, you're a prodigy," Yuan said impatiently. "Old man, what are you trying to say? Just be clear. Why are you interrogating me?" Grandpa asked one last question. "Do you have a girlfriend?" "Judging by your face, probably not. I have a granddaughter. What do you think about her?" Yuan replied calmly, I'm still very young. I'm not thinking about things like that right now. With that, he hung up the phone. At the same time, Yuan was thinking to himself, that old man was really strange. Meanwhile, we see Grandpa sitting in the hostel, deep in thought. Did that kid just hang up on me? Just then, a man approached him and asked, "What happened, Grandpa? Did you manage to talk to him?" Grandpa laughed. "Do you know this is the first time in my life someone has hung up on me mid-call? Van Zhong, I told you to look into Luo Yuan. Is your investigation complete?" Van Zhong replied, "Yes, the investigation is complete. Luo Yuan is currently a student at Stark University. He scored 400% in the gene exam. His current strength is at least 750%, and he performed exceptionally well in the last mission. However, because a person named Song Ji was seriously injured, a lot of suspicion has fallen on Yuan. Yuan doesn't know this yet, but the university is secretly investigating him. The truth is, the person Yuan clashed with is a member of the Song family. That's why the Song family is using all their influence to frame Yuan. They're trying to get him expelled from the academy so they can take revenge." Grandpa's expression turned cold as he said, "The boy who saved my life, and the Song family dares to target him? As long as I'm alive, that will never happen. Van Zhong, you know what you need to do next." The scene shifts. We see Yuan, who has finally received his shadow sword. Yuan says to himself, "Let's see what this sword is really capable of." He heads to the training room and begins fighting. Using the sword feels incredibly natural, and combat becomes much easier for him. Just as he's feeling happy and confident, a machine suddenly strikes him. Yuan thinks, "It's a good thing these are all VR machines. If this were real, I'd already be dead." This clearly proves one thing. No matter how strong a warrior is, they should never become overconfident. You never know when that overconfidence could get you killed. The scene jumps ahead by 1 week. Now we see that Yuan has no trouble at all fighting against the VR machines. Fatty says, "Brother Yuan, how are you leveling up so fast? I spent the entire vacation sleeping, and now that I've started training, I can clearly see how much stronger you've become compared to before." "The technique you just used, what was it called?" Yuan replies, "I created it myself. I call it one cut. I concentrate all my energy into the sword and release it in a single strike." Fatty says, "That sounds really hard for me to do." Yuan replies calmly, "When your genetic value reaches 800%, you'll be able to do it too. You'll just need a shadow sword." Fatty sighs, "Brother Yuan, not everyone is like you. You increased your strength by 300% in a single level up. It's going to take me a long time to reach that point." Yuan thinks aloud, "I feel like my body is still evolving internally, but I'm not even close to a breakthrough yet." Fatty looks shocked. "Are you going to level up again? I just reached B level yesterday. I thought we were finally at the same level, but now you're already about to move ahead again." Yuan smiles. "Relax, Fatty. You couldn't level up earlier because you hadn't found the right path. Once you do, your progress will be incredibly fast." Just then, the door opens and a man walks in. "Which one of you is Luo Yuan?" Yuan steps forward. "That's me. Do you need something?" The man says, "Let me introduce myself first. My name is Wang Van Zhong, and I'm from the Genetic God Alliance." Fatty's eyes widen. "The Genetic God Alliance? GGA? That's the organization even top warriors dream of joining." Van Zhong notices Yuan's calm reaction and thinks, anyone would react like that upon hearing the name GGA, but this kid didn't react at all. That shows how emotionally mature he is. Yuan asks politely, "So what do you need from me?" Van Zhong replies, "It wasn't easy finding you. I came here to invite you to join the GGA." Fatty excitedly says, "Brother, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's like you hit the jackpot." Yuan remains composed. "As far as I know, joining the GGA is extremely difficult. You rarely accept new members. So what made you choose me?" Van Zhong nods. "You're right, we are very selective. But sometimes truly exceptional geniuses appear, and we have to make exceptions. Your performance in the last mission was outstanding. That's why you caught the GGA's attention." Fatty adds, "To join the GGA, we need to sign a contract, right? And the benefits are huge." Van Zhong smiles. "Fatty, you're quite knowledgeable. First, you receive 1 million yuan as a joining bonus. But your performance is top tier, so we're offering you an extra 500,000 yuan. That makes it 1.5 million yuan in total." Fatty gasps. 1.5 million yuan? That's insane. Yuan says calmly, "May I have some time to think about it?" Internally, Yuan thinks, if one alliance came to me because of my performance, others might come too. I should hear all the offers first. Fatty panics. "Yuan, are you crazy? This is the #1 alliance. Why are you even hesitating?" Van Zhong speaks seriously. "You have every right to think, But hear me out first. You've offended the song group. Even though you're resting now, they aren't sitting idle. You don't know this yet, but Stark University is considering expelling you. And once that happens, what do you think they'll do to you? If you join us, we won't let anything happen to you. We have enough power to push back the Song family. They won't give up easily, but we're more than capable of responding to any attack. So think carefully. Shaking hands with us means 100% protection against the Song group, and very few people will dare to offend you afterward. Yuan nods. If that's the case, then let's sign the contract right now. Van Zhong smiles. Luo Yuan, welcome to the Genetic God Alliance. We don't treat our members as subordinates, we treat them as family. From now on, your problems are GGA's problems. 2 days later, we see Teng Jin and Luo Yuan sitting together, eating comfortably. Yuan says teasingly, Teng, how much are you going to eat? We're warriors. If we stuff ourselves, how will we train? Look at your stomach. It's already sticking out, and your face looks like a balloon. If you gain weight, you won't be able to train properly. Annoyed, Teng Jin replies, You're terrible, Yuan. You should never talk about a girl's age or weight, but lately, I feel like I'm about to level up. No matter how much I try, I can't break through. Teacher Long said I need some special herbs. Yuan smiles. You need herbs? Close your eyes. I have something for you. He places a beast blood crystal into her hand. Yuan explains, Last time I killed a flaming ape king, and this blood crystal belongs to it. It doesn't suit me very well, so you should use it instead. Maybe it will help you break through. Happily, Teng Jin replies, But this must be extremely expensive. Why are you wasting it on me? Yuan says firmly, Don't refuse. If you become stronger, no one will be happier than me. Teng Jin smiles. I wasn't planning to refuse anyway, because what's yours is mine. And yes, you too. Just as they are about to leave, a man suddenly blocks their path. He asks, Boy, are you Luo Yuan? Yuan answers, Yes, sir. Why have you stopped me? The man says, My name is Huan Long, and I'm from Stark Genetic University's investigation team. We suspect that you attacked one of your own classmates. You'll have to come with us. Teng Jin immediately steps forward and says, Sir, you can't take him away. I trust him completely. Yuan has done nothing wrong. At that moment, Huan Long suddenly attacks. Using a palm technique, Teng Jin blocks his strike. The people around them gasp in shock. That was Teacher Huan Long, and this girl actually blocked his attack. Anyone targeted by the investigation team is finished. Once they set their eyes on someone, no one can save them. Huan Long asks coldly, What's your name, child, and who is your teacher? Do you realize how serious a mistake you're making by interfering in an investigation team matter? Yuan steps in quickly. Sir, Teng Jin has nothing to do with this. Please let her go. Huan Long sneers. She jumped in herself, so she'll have to take responsibility. I'll drag her into this case as well. Yuan says urgently, Mr. Huan, before you do anything, please think carefully. She is Mr. Zhao's student. Huan Long pauses and thinks, Zhao's student? That man is extremely strong and completely insane. I can't afford to offend his people. Huan Long then says aloud, You should work on your behavior, kid. I respect your teacher, so I'll let you go this time. But if it were someone else, you wouldn't be so lucky. Teng Jin whispers nervously, Yuan, don't go with them. I've heard the school's investigation team is extremely dangerous. They don't care about the truth. They're corrupt and will frame innocent people without hesitation. Yuan reassures her, Don't worry. If I haven't done anything wrong, they won't be able to prove me guilty. He turns to Huan Long. I'm ready to go with you, Mr. Huan. Huan Long mutters, All that drama. You should have just come quietly. Inside, Huan Long thinks, That girl was right. The university's investigation team is filled with corrupt trash. I came here to arrest him only because I took a bribe from the Song family. Whether this boy is guilty or not, he's getting dragged down. Scene shifts to the Song family. Songji shouts, Dad, look at what they did to me. I want revenge. I want that bastard Yuan dead. Songji's father snaps. You idiot. Do you know he's a student of Stark University? If I wanted, I could have him killed inside the university. But do you know what Stark University would do to us afterward? Our entire Song group would be destroyed, and we still wouldn't be able to fight back. Songji yells, So you're just going to let this go? Because of that bastard, my future is ruined. Song Wang says calmly, I never said we can't kill him. We just can't kill him inside the university. But once he's expelled and steps outside Stark University, that moment will be his last. There's a teacher named Huan Long at your university. I have a very good relationship with him. He's already gone to capture Yuan for me. With the money I paid him, he'll throw Yuan out of the academy. Songji grins. Dad, you're amazing. Once he's out, don't kill him immediately. Bring him back alive. I'll kill him with my own hands. Everyone should know what happens when you mess with Songji. Just then, Huanlong arrives at the Song residence. Song Wang smiles. Huanlong, my friend, what brings you here? You've come with the good news that Luo Yuan has been expelled, right? But Song Wang suddenly notices several men behind Huanlong, each wearing badges of the National Security Bureau. One of the officers asks, "Who here is Songji?" Songji answers nervously, "I am." The officer says, "You were sent on a rescue mission as a team leader. Instead of fulfilling your responsibility, you endangered your teammates' lives and even attacked one of them. You are now under investigation. You must cooperate until the investigation is complete." Songji screams, "Dad, help me. They're going to kill me." Another officer says coldly, "Sir, we hope you'll tell your son to cooperate. Otherwise, we know how to use force." Song Wang turns pale and says, "Huanlong, what exactly is going on?" Huanlong replies awkwardly, "Songji, don't panic. They're from the National Security Bureau. Do as they say, they won't hurt you." Song Wang nods helplessly. "Do exactly as they say, son?" Crying, Songji screams, "Dad, please save me. I don't want to go with them." After Songji is taken away, Song Wang turns on Huanlong furiously. "What is all this? You told me you would throw Luo Yuan out of the university. Then how did the National Security Bureau end up at my house?" Huanlong snaps back. "You're the one who deceived me. You told me that boy was an orphan with no backing, but now it turns out his background is even stronger than yours. Your son messed with someone far more powerful. Think about it. How influential must Luo Yuan be for the National Security Bureau to personally intervene? They don't even bother with high-profile cases most of the time, yet they came all the way here for a university-level issue. This time, you kicked a steel plate." Song Wang said, "But I had that boy investigated. That boy was a poor orphan. How could he possibly have such a powerful background? I'm not influential enough to even know a single person from the National Security Bureau. So how did he manage this?" Huanlong replied, "In my opinion, there are very powerful people backing him. He may not personally know anyone from the National Security Bureau, but the person helping him definitely does. I came here only to tell you this. The matter has completely slipped out of the university's control. I can't help you anymore." Song Wang asked anxiously, "Then, what should I do now?" Huanlong said, "I investigated this matter myself, and I found that your son, Songji, made a very serious mistake. The National Security Bureau will uncover the truth with just a little more investigation. There is only one option left. Go and beg Luo Yuan. He's the only one who can significantly reduce your son's punishment." Scene shifted. We see Yuan sitting with Wanzhong. Yuan says sincerely, "Mr. Wanzhong, thank you so much for helping me. If you hadn't stepped in, Huanlong would have already dragged me away for investigation." Wanzhong replies calmly, "To be honest, I didn't expect the university to act so quickly either. But don't worry, as long as the Alliance is backing you, no one can touch you. In a short while, officers from the National Security Bureau will come to question you. Don't panic, just tell them the truth, everything you know. No one has the power to bribe them. Their investigation will be fair." Yuan nods. "Then I'm completely safe." Wanzhong continues, "When I found out that the Song family bribed university officials, I was furious. That's why I brought the NSB into this case. Now the Song family finally understands why they shouldn't mess with powerful people." Yuan asks, "What about Songji?" Wanzhong replies coldly, "He's finished." Just then, an officer from the bureau arrives. "Brother Wan, how have you been?" he says, then looks at Yuan. "You must be Luo Yuan." Wanzhong smiles. "King Yan, you're late as always." King Yan laughs. "What can I do? I'm busy. Brother Wan has been praising you a lot. If he thinks so highly of you, you must be special. How about joining our bureau after you graduate?" Wanzhong immediately objects. "We discovered this talent first, and he's already joined our alliance. You're not stealing him from us." King Yan chuckles, then turns serious. "Luo Yuan, I'm here to question you. Don't panic. Just answer honestly. It's procedure. I wouldn't even ask otherwise." 15 minutes later, the interrogation ends. Wanzhong asks, "Do you know what the result of this case will be?" King Yan gathers everyone and announces, "The results are already out. Luo Yuan has been proven innocent. As for Songji, he's in deep trouble. He'll be sentenced to 10 years. Yuan thinks to himself, "The National Security Bureau is terrifying. 10 years in prison, his dream of becoming a warrior will be completely destroyed." Wanzhong scoffs, "Only 10 years? For what he did, he deserved the death penalty." King Yan shakes his head. "That's impossible. The Song group bribed some people and has strong connections. We can question the severity of the punishment, but we can't execute him." Wanzhong adds, "As far as I know, the Song family will soon come begging to you." Yuan was surprised. "To me? Why would they come to me? Wanjong explains. Because you're the only person in the world who can reduce Songji's sentence. If he's facing 10 years, with your word, it could be reduced to 5. Now it's up to you. See how much you can extract from them in negotiation. Yuan smiles. Don't worry. I'll make sure I get a very good price. Just then, Yuan's phone rings. He smirks. Speak of the devil, and he appears. Song Wang says on the phone, This is Song Wang, Songji's father. I want to discuss something with you. Can we meet? Wanjong says, We're all here anyway. Why don't we join the negotiation? It'll help Yuan. King Yan nods. Fine, let's go. Later, at a cafe, Song Wang arrives with his men. Wanjong whispers to Yuan, He'll try to intimidate you with his people. Don't be afraid. 3 normal-class warriors and 1 upper-class warrior can't do anything to us. Song Wang speaks politely. Let me introduce myself. We're from the Bloodblade Martial Group, and we're here to negotiate with Luo Yuan. Child, I know my son and you don't get along. There must have been some misunderstanding between you. But in the end, you're classmates. As classmates, please make things easier for him. Just sign this letter, and my son's future and career will be saved. Yuan responds calmly, If you had stopped your son from doing wrong with even half this kindness, today wouldn't have come. What classmate are you talking about? The one who tried to kill me? I won't fall for sweet talk. Tell me, what can you actually offer? Song Wang says quickly, Of course we'll compensate you. We're ready to give you 500,000 yuan. Yuan scoffs. 500,000? Is that compensation? Or charity? I won't waste my time for such a small amount. One of Song Wang's men snaps. Boy, you're pushing your luck. 500,000 isn't a small amount, especially for someone like you. There's a saying, only eat as much as your stomach can handle. Eat too much and you'll burst. Yuan replies coldly. Only I know how big my stomach is. For 5 million yuan, I'll sign. Anything less, and the deal is off. Shocked, Song Wang and his men exclaimed. What? 5 million? Just for a single signature, you're asking for that much money? Yuan replied calmly. This signature is extremely valuable, uncle. With just one signature from me, your son's sentence will be reduced by 5 years. 1 million per year sounds reasonable, doesn't it? Or do you not value your son's life that much? A bald man snapped angrily. You're going too far, you little rat. Scarface added. This kid is getting way too greedy. Be satisfied with what you're being offered. Greed can cost you dearly. Wanjong spoke coldly. It takes real courage to threaten someone from the Genetic God Alliance. Do you even realize how dangerous this could be for you? Scarface scoffed. And who are you supposed to be? Wanjong replied calmly. My name is Wang Wanjong. Scarface froze in shock. Wang Wanjong? Even Song Wang was stunned. The famous Bloody Arm, the man who killed a beast 1 level above himself? Wanjong smiled faintly. It's been years since I left the battlefield. I figured people would still remember my name. Now that you know who I am, you should understand what I'm capable of. My friend isn't asking for too much. It's in your best interest to give him what he wants. We won't accept a single yuan less than 5 million. Scarface hesitated. Bloody Arm, since you're here, we'll raise the price. But we have our limits. We can't go above 3 million. Yuan said calmly. 3 million alone won't work. I also want a revival elixir. If you give me both, I'll sign. Scarface frowned. So you won't listen to reason? The potion you're asking for is worth 1.5 million. Even if Songji rots in prison for a few more years, we won't give you that elixir. And today, we'll take revenge for Songji. Suddenly, a voice rang out. Who here is threatening my friend? Scarface sneered. And who the hell are you? Stick your nose into our business, and I'll break it. The man replied coldly. Oh, you'll break my nose? My name is King Yan, and Luo Yuan is a very close friend of mine. Threatening my friend means threatening me, and I won't let that slide. Song Wang turned pale. That's the same NSB officer who came to my house. How does Luo Yuan have connections with the National Security Bureau? Scarface panicked. He's from the NSB, and I just threatened someone in front of him? King Yan said calmly. I must say, Scarface, you've got guts. Even knowing I'm from the NSB, you're still threatening people. Relax, I'm off duty right now. I came only to help my friend. But earlier, someone here talked about killing someone. Who were you planning to kill? Scarface immediately changed his tone. Officer, what are you saying? I'm a warrior. I believe in brotherhood. Peace comes first. King Yan smiled faintly. If you believe in brotherhood, then I'll let this slide. Now tell me, what's the result of your negotiation? If you tell me, I'll forget everything. Otherwise, I'll have to arrest the person who made the threat. Scarface laughed nervously. Brother, no need to get angry. We were just talking. Song Wang sighed. Fine. 3 million plus 1 bottle of revival elixir. I'm willing to give both. He handed everything over. Yuan signed the letter and sent them away. Taking out the potion, Yuan said, "Brother Wan, thank you so much. Without you, I could never have negotiated properly with them." Wanzhong replied, "I don't need thanks, and don't hesitate to use these resources on yourself. And don't thank me again. I already told you, members of our alliance aren't just members, they're family." Yuan then said, "King Yan, thank you as well." King Yan smiled. "If you're Wanzhong's friend, then you're my friend too." Wanzhong added, "You now have 3 million yuan. If you listen to me, don't waste it on armor. Use it to buy herbs and medicines that upgrade your genes. Relying too much on armor early on will slow your growth. When you rely on your own strength and surpass the normal class, your foundation will be solid. After that, armor won't affect you." King Yan laughed. "Wanzhong, why didn't you tell me this when we were in university?" Wanzhong replied casually, "I forgot." As King Yan left, he said, "I've got a lot to do. Luo Yuan, next time you're treating me to dinner." 1 week later, Yuan was training with machines. "Recently, my growth has been fast, but training alone won't help anymore. I need to go out. Tingjin said we'd be going on a beast hunt soon. I wonder when that party is." As he stepped outside, his phone rang. Tingjin snapped, "Where were you? I've been calling you non-stop. Why didn't you pick up?" "Today's the party. You didn't forget, did you?" Yuan replied. "No, I remember," he thought. "The party is today. I almost forgot." He sprinted at full speed and reached Tingjin. She scolded him. "If you were any later, we'd have missed it. Here's your invitation card. Now hurry inside." Yuan hesitated. "We're going to a party, but I'm wearing normal clothes. Won't I look weird?" Tingjin smirked. "Even if you changed, do you think any girl would notice you?" Yuan protested. "No, that's not what I meant." She laughed. "You think I wouldn't notice? The whole university knows Li Zui likes you. She's beautiful. You'll definitely take advantage of this opportunity." Yuan was shocked. "Really? She likes me?" Tingjin teased him. "I knew it. You'd be happy when you heard that. Look at your eyes, they're glowing." Yuan brushed it off. "I was just asking casually. It's nothing." Scene shifts to the party. Jiao walked up to Tingjin and said, "Finally, you're here." Everyone around stared in admiration. "She looks incredible. Perfect from every angle, front, back, top to bottom, a solid 10 out of 10. Songjia thought to herself, "I was stupid to keep thinking about Yuan. There's a whole line of guys chasing after me now. With my beauty, I can win over anyone. I don't need Yuan at all." But when she looked at Yuan, he didn't react in the slightest. Songjia thought irritably, "He's just pretending. Come on, Tingjin, let's go inside. A lot of my friends are here today. I'll introduce you to all of them. They'll be joining us on the beast hunt and can be very helpful." Saying that, she pulled Tingjin toward her new friends. Ximing asked curiously, "Jia, who is she?" Songjia replied, "She's my friend, Tingjin. We've been childhood friends and grew up together." Ximing smiled politely. "Nice to meet you. My name is Li Ximing. If you're Songjia's friend, then you're my friend too. Come on, I'll introduce you to everyone and show you around the party." Tingjin shook her head. "No, I came here with my friend, so I can't go with you." Songjia frowned. "Ximing has very strong connections. He can introduce you to a lot of people. This is a great opportunity. Don't miss it." "You're not refusing because of Yuan, are you?" Yuan calmly said. "If you want to go, then go. I'll walk around on my own." Tingjin replied firmly, "If Yuan isn't coming, then I'm not going either." Ximing frowned. "Who exactly is this Yuan?" One of his friends whispered. "You don't know him. He's Songjia's ex-boyfriend." Ximing smirked. "Oh, so he's that loser. Come along with us too. One extra person won't make much difference." Seeing Ximing's calm attitude, the others commented, "Honestly, Ximing is a decent guy. Most people wouldn't stay this calm in front of their girlfriend's ex." Tingjin whispered to Yuan, "Everyone here is talking about us. Should we leave?" Yuan shook his head. "They're just talking nonsense. There's no reason for us to leave because of them." They continued enjoying the party. Later, Songjia approached Yuan. "I need to talk to you. I admit it, your current performance and strength are impressive. But I'm not saying this because of you. I'm saying it for Tingjin's sake. She's my childhood friend. I see her as my little sister, and I don't want our relationship to be ruined because of you." Yuan asked coldly, "Why are you telling me all this?" Songjia replied, "You're becoming an obstacle in Tingjin's path. I admit you're talented. You might become an upper-class warrior, but you won't be able to go beyond that. You don't have any background. I'm now Li Ximing's girlfriend. He comes from the Li family, whose connections reach the upper class and even the master class. Being with him will help me improve and give me opportunities. So tell me, what can you give Tingjin?" Yuan scoffed. "What do you even want? What nonsense are you talking?" Songjia said firmly, "The truth is, you can't help Tingjin improve. You and I both know she never wanted to become a warrior. She only became one because she's far more talented than us. She's younger than us, yet she's leveling up faster. She deserves a warrior king, not you. But right now, her mind is filled with you. I don't know why she's so impressed by you, but you're holding her back. If you truly care about her, then leave her. Yuan replied calmly. You misunderstood me before, and you're still misunderstanding me now. I never forced Teng Jin to stay with me. She chooses to be with me. The problem isn't her or me, the problem is your mindset. You believe the only way forward is by relying on someone else. You said I'll only reach the upper class, and that Teng Jin deserves someone greater. Let me tell you something. People like you who rely on background will be left behind. I, Luo Yuan, will become a legend in history. One this world has never surpassed and never will. And I'll start by surpassing your so-called winners. Then I'll prove that even without a background, a person can rise on their own. Songjia sneered. I thought you'd matured, but you're still as foolish as ever. No matter how big you talk, you'll never amount to anything. Elsewhere, Ximing was talking to the group. This party is being held to celebrate Yunfei's arrival. She's the only daughter of the Yun family. She's hot-tempered, so she's never had a boyfriend. Her grandfather is looking for a match for her. She's 23 years old. Ximing, this is a great opportunity for you. Others chimed in. The Li family matches her background perfectly. And you're handsome too. Ximing thought to himself, there's no point discussing this. Yunfei is surrounded by powerful young martial artists, especially that bastard Chu Hong. Out loud, he said, I don't care about other women. I already have Jia. Songjia smiled happily. Please don't say things like that, Teng Jin muttered. Why is Ximing saying such cringy things? Guys look ridiculous when they talk like that, Yuan teased. If I said things like that, would it sound weird too? Teng Jin glared at him. If you say nonsense like that, I'll punch you. You don't need to act like him. Just then, Chu Hong arrived. What's going on here? Why does everyone look so happy? Ximing replied nervously. Nothing much, we were just chatting. His friends rushed to flatter Chu Hong. Nice to meet you, Mr. Chu. You look even more handsome than before. Chu Hong sneered. I heard someone here was talking about stealing Yunfei from me. Who was it? Step forward, Ximing quickly said. They were just talking nonsense. Please, don't take it seriously. Chu Hong laughed. No need to be nervous. I was just joking. Then he looked at Jia. Who's this beautiful lady? The fabric of her dress is exquisite. Jia raised her hand sharply. Mr. Chu, what are you doing? Ximing hurriedly said. Don't misunderstand, Jia. Mr. Chu was just joking. Jia thought angrily. Ximing, you're such a coward. I'm your girlfriend and someone just insulted me publicly, and you can't even speak up. Teng Jin whispered angrily. Doesn't this Chu Hong know how to behave? What a disgusting joke. If I were in Ximing's place, I'd have broken his mouth already. Chu Hong smirked. Ximing, I heard your dad was planning to buy you a gene transformation potion. Ximing replied awkwardly. It was too expensive. My dad couldn't afford it yet. It costs 8 million. Chu Hong laughed mockingly. I forgot. Not everyone in the world is as rich as I am. For people like you, buying a transformation potion must be difficult. Let me be honest, natural gene warriors can't compete with transformed genes. Your fate is sealed. You'll never go beyond expert level. Yuan asks, what exactly is a warrior gene transformation potion? Teng Jin explains that it is a potion capable of fully unlocking the latent potential of a genetic warrior. At that moment, Chu Hong scoffs arrogantly. In front of a transformed warrior like me, all of you are nothing but rats. People who will never achieve anything in life. Natural warriors are trash beneath my feet. I can crush them whenever I want. Teng Jin snaps back coldly. You have no right to insult natural warriors like that. Not every natural warrior is weak. Some are powerful enough to crush you instead. If you really have the guts, then fight them head on. Her words leave everyone present completely shocked. The guests at the party whisper among themselves, wondering who would dare offend someone from the Chu family. Doesn't she know how powerful the Chu family is? Thousands of warriors work under them. Jia hurriedly says, Teng Jin, what are you saying? Apologize to Mr. Chu right now. You shouldn't speak to him like that. Teng Jin replies angrily, if he talks nonsense about us, it's fine. But we're not allowed to say anything back? I will never apologize to a dog-faced man like him. Songjia quickly intervenes. Mr. Chu, please don't take my friend's words to heart. She doesn't know who you are, which is why she spoke without thinking. Chu Hong responds, I'm not offended, but your friend clearly has no manners. That's why tonight, I'll teach her a lesson, properly. I'll give her training that no one else ever has. Songjia panics. Sir, she's only 16 years old. You can't do that. Chu Hong sneers. Looks like you don't have manners either. Seems I'll have to teach you as well. Desperate, Songjia calls out, "Shiming, please help." Shiming thinks to himself, "Don't say my name. I'm not helping anyone," but instead, he steps forward and suddenly slaps Jia. "I don't even know you." Chu Hong laughs darkly. "Move aside. No girl has ever dared to talk back to me. Now I'm interested in this one." Suddenly, Yuan steps in and breaks Chu Hong's arm with a single punch. Chu Hong roars in pain and fury. "Who the hell are you? How dare you raise your hand against me?" Yuan replies calmly, "Before I deal with you, I'd like to talk to this dog first. Anyone who shows strength only against weaker girls isn't a man. People like you are called cowards. If you really have guts, try fighting someone your own level. You're terrified to do even that." Shiming's friends mutter nervously, "This guy is finished. Songjia's boyfriend won't survive tonight. Just because he achieved a little in university, he thinks he's equal to Chu Hong?" Songjia rushes to Yuan's side. "What are you doing? He's a major big shot. You're picking a fight with the wrong person." Yuan answers firmly, "To protect my people, I'll go to any extreme. And I'm not doing this for fame or pride. I'm doing it because it's right." Laughing wildly, Chu Hong says, "This party just got interesting. Until I personally crush you, I won't be satisfied." He suddenly appears right in front of Yuan. "No one has ever dodged me at this distance." People whisper nervously. Chu Hong is a genius. His genetic value is at least 1400. That boy, Yuan, is done for. Jia thinks anxiously. "Yuan, I warned you. Your innocence will destroy you. No matter how talented you are, you can't stand against a transformed warrior. Natural talent was never meant to fight people like them." Chu Hong mocks him again. "You're not even moving. Are your legs frozen in fear?" But in the next instant, Yuan dodges his punch effortlessly and smashes another blow into Chu Hong's already broken arm. Everyone freezes. What just happened? He dodged a close-range attack. Even Jia was left wide-eyed in shock. Chu Hong panics internally. "If I lose to this bastard, my reputation will be ruined." He screams, "Even if you kneel and beg, I'll never forgive you. Even if God himself comes down tonight, no one will save you." At that moment, an elderly voice echoes through the hall. "Kids these days are far too arrogant. They start fights over trivial matters." Everyone turns and bows respectfully. "Welcome, Grandpa Yun. We hope you are in good health." Tengjin whispers to Jia, "Who is this old man? I feel like I've seen him before." Songjia suddenly realizes, he's the same man we saved during that mission. Back then, it never even crossed my mind that the old man was actually Grandpa Yun, the CEO of Yun Pharmaceuticals. The man whom the entire country respects. Tengjin asks in disbelief, "Is he really that powerful? Why is everyone bowing to him?" Songjia replies softly, "There's probably not a single genetic warrior who doesn't know him. He is Mr. Yun, the founder and CEO of Yun Pharmaceuticals. He created the revival potion and the recovery potion. Half the people in this world are alive because of his creations. That's why all warriors respect him." Yuan thinks to himself, so he's the one who created the revival elixir. No wonder it's so expensive. Songjia adds, "Grandpa Yun keeps a very low profile. That's why so few people recognize him by face alone. If no one had spoken his name, none of us would have known." She reflects further. "The Yun family is one of the most powerful names in the world. Anyone who gains their support is guaranteed success. The only issue is, there's no male heir. The family has only one successor. Their granddaughter, Yun Fei. Whoever marries her will practically win the ultimate lottery." Just then, Grandpa Yun raises his hand toward Jia. Jia thinks to herself, "Grandpa Yun recognized me. He's waving at me. I should go and greet him properly." She steps forward and says politely, "Grandpa Yun, it's nice to meet you." But before she can finish, he completely ignores her and walks straight past her toward Yuan. Yuan looks at him and says casually, "Old man, why did you come to me? What? Are you gonna bother me again?" Just like last time, everyone was stunned. Has Yuan lost his mind? He just called Grandpa Yun an old man? Songjia thinks in disbelief. How many people is this guy going to offend in a single day? He's completely insane. The teachers panic and shout, "Yuan, do you have no manners at all? He's not your classmate that you can talk to him so casually. He's a senior. Speak respectfully." Turning nervously to the grandpa, he add, "Grandpa Yun, please don't be angry. We'll punish him properly later." Grandpa Yun smiles and waves it off. "It's fine. This child has every right to call me that." Then he looks at Yuan and continues, "By the way, last time you cut my call. Since then, I must have called you at least 50 times, and you never picked up. I'm starting to think you blocked my number. If my luck hadn't been good today, I might never have met you again." Everyone around them is shocked. They're talking like they've known each other for years. Now it finally makes sense why Yuan dared to clash with Chu Hong. Chu Hong thinks bitterly, Winning Grandpa Yun's favor is almost impossible. I've tried so hard, yet I've never even managed to meet him once. What did this nobody Yuan do to become his favorite? Grandpa Yun speaks again. Last time, you saved my life. I never properly thanked you for that. Yuan replies calmly. Grandpa, I've told you before and I'll say it again. There's no need to thank me. What I did was my duty. How many times will you thank me for the same thing? Everyone gasps. Did he really save Grandpa Yun's life? Grandpa Yun grabs Yuan's hand and says warmly, Child, you're not running anywhere. I haven't finished talking yet. Yuan shakes his head. I'm not leaving. There's just one thing I need to finish first. Once that's done, I'll sit down and talk with you properly. He then walks toward Chu Hong. Our conversation wasn't finished. Weren't you talking about kneeling down and apologizing? Chu Hong swallows hard and says, Please forgive me. I was wrong. Yuan cups his ear mockingly. There's a strike going on in my ears today. Speak louder so I can hear you properly. Chu Hong grits his teeth and shouts, I was a complete idiot to pick a fight with such a good person like you. Please forgive my arrogance and my disgraceful behavior. The entire party freezes in shock. What just happened? Wasn't Chu Hong acting so arrogant a second ago? His pride vanished in an instant. Yuan says firmly, This matter doesn't end here. Chu Hong panics. Then what else do you want? Yuan replies, Go, apologize to Teng Jin immediately. Chu Hong nods hastily. My mind wasn't clear earlier. That's why I spoke so rudely. Please forgive my disrespect. And take this, an immortal herb. It's worth 50,000 yuan. Consider this compensation for offending you. Yuan nods. Fine, then we'll end it here. Chu Hong forces a smile. Yes, you're right. As he turns away, Yuan adds calmly, I know you'll come back for revenge someday. I'll be waiting. Chu Hong sneers. Just wait. The day I return will be the last day of your life. Songjia thinks to herself, everything here has changed in an instant. Yuan turns back to Grandpa Yun. Sorry, Grandpa. I took a bit longer than expected. Grandpa Yun laughs. It's fine. Actually, I wanted to ask you something. You don't have a girlfriend, do you? And even if you do, tell her goodbye. You're still young and extremely talented. My granddaughter, Yun Fei, returned today. Listen to me. Spend some time with her. I guarantee you'll like her. In my opinion, the two of you are a perfect match. The crowd erupts in shock. Did Grandpa Yun just choose Yuan as his future grandson-in-law? This is breaking news. What happens next will be revealed in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned.